Hey there my lovelies, and welcome to my BookTube channel, The Sassy Library Fox. My name is V, and today we're already going for my February to be read. And since February is also the month of love, aka Valentine's month, I added a romance into the mix. But yeah, we will get to that. I'm sorry if I might cough during the video. I'm very highly allergic once again. So please be with me. I will try my best not to cough during the video, but I can't promise anything. I got my coffee at the ready. I got my cheat sheets. And I got the 2 books I want to read in February. And after that, I'm going to draw the 5 books I will add to my to be read and which you guys recommended to me. So we have a program. Okay. Well, so let's do this and let's talk about the first book I want to read in February. And I actually chose 2 books that are on my to-be reads. I don't know which years, but they are on my to-be reads. I think 2023 to-be read and 2024 maybe. Anyway, the first book I want to read is The Atlas 6 by Olivie Blake. Olivie Blake. I always pronounced it wrong because I always said Olivia Blake, but it's actually Olivie Blake. And this is one of those books that is, well, let's just say, not really telling you anything on the blurb. I mean, the blurb literally says, secrets, betrayal, seduction, power, welcome to the Alexandrian society. Okay. I dug a little bit deeper than that though, because there has to be a reason it went on my to-be read. And as far as I could gather from the blurb, this is a book about magicians which hold a competition every year, I think. And in this competition, 6 magicians will be able, or after this competition actually, will be able to join this special society. But there's a catch, they have to compete against each other and only 5 will get into the next year. So this sounds really interesting. It kind of gives me Red Rising, the Hunger Games vibes, but also the sci-fi aspect is very interesting. And I heard so many good things about this book. And a lot of people said that it is amazing. I personally hope for lots of intrigues and backstabbing because I love to read that in my books. But I guess we will see and find out. I'm very curious which 5 will make it into the next round. I'm not sure if there are actually 6 point of views. It would be really interesting if there would be. But yeah, people really didn't write a lot in their reviews about this book, so I think I will go into this blind and I will allow the book to surprise me. Okay, and the second book I want to read in February, which is a romance, is The Charm Offensive by Alison Cochrun. Cochrun? I hope I pronounced it right. And The Charm Offensive has been on my to-be read for quite a while. I wanted to read this book for a very, very long time. And alone the premise sounds so interesting because we basically have a producer named Dev and he is producing, I don't know, in Germany it's called The Bachelor, where one single man is, well, there's a competition of 20 other women that want to be with him, and he only gives the ones that come into the next round a rose. So yeah, this sounds very similar because as it seems the main character in here, Charlie, got a lot of bad publicity. He seems to be a tech genius and he will become the new bachelor in this one. And 20 women are supposed to compete for his attention, but he's very stiff on camera and he can't get warm with any of the contestants, and he's just an anxious ball of insecurities, you might say. Well, and then enter Dev, the producer of the show, who tries his best to get Charlie out of his shell and to help him open up to the 20 women that are vying for his attention. But an interesting thing happens while Dev tries to help Charlie with opening up to the girls. They seem to kind of fall in love. So this has a lot of things I love in my books. It has some sort of reality TV vibe to it, but also two men that fall in love, and it's kind of, it sounds really interesting. I'm very curious where this is going, and I only heard very, very positive reviews so far. Everyone who read it loved this book. And yeah, I think that's the main reason it made it on my to-be read, because I only heard people rave about it. And I wanted to know what all the fuss is about. So I'm very curious about that one. And it really sounds so nice and sweet and kind of cute. So yeah, it sounds like the perfect book to read in the month of love and during the time of Valentine's Day. Okay, so those are the two books I want to read in February. I'm just gonna take a sip here because I feel my throat closing up again. And I don't want to cough my soul out on cam. Yeah, I hope you can relate. Or, well, actually, I hope you can't relate, because if you could, that would mean that you have allergies as well. Okay, anyway, let's come to the next thing I wanted to do on cam. I got a lot of recommendations. I don't know if you can see it in here, but this one is full. I gotta admit, I don't know most of the books that landed in here, and I have absolutely no idea what they are about. So some of them might seem familiar and I probably will be able to talk a little bit about them, but chances are pretty high that I won't even know what the book is about. So please be with me. Taking another sip here, so that I have both of my arms free. I will need both hands for this. Okay, okay. Well, way to go. That's what you get when you mix up those things. You can already tell this video is very chaotic. Just give me a second. Thankfully, I only dropped 3 of them. All the others still stayed in. Okay, let's not mix this too heavily. Let's close my eyes and find out which book is going to be the first. I think that's it. Okay, the first book is Honeybees and Distant Thunder by Rico Onda. Okay, I have absolutely no idea what this book is about, but you see it here. This is a book recommendation I drew out of this. Let's see if the second book will give me more inkling. Curses by Lish McBride. Absolutely no idea what Curses is about. It sounds like it might be a fantasy book. I've never heard of Lish McBride before, so that's interesting. Well, I will have to look it up on Goodreads when I'm done with this video, because I'm very curious what all those books are about. Book number 3. Oh, it's a yellow one. So far we're doing good with the color scheme. Blood Over Bright Haven by M.L. Wang. Oh, I know M.L. Wang. I think, wasn't M.L. Wang the writer of The Sword of Kagan? I absolutely adored and loved The Sword of Kagan. So I've never heard of Blood Over Bright Haven, but if it's written by Emil Wang, I'm certain I will love it because I absolutely loved The Sword of Cake and it was so good. So this is the third book that lands on my to be read of 2025. I'm excited about that one. Okay, the suspense. Rhapsodic by Laura Thalassa. I hope I pronounced it right. And also, I think I remember this being a very dark cover with brown and black tones and probably even wings. Am I right? I think I remember the cover of that one, but I have absolutely no idea what it is about. But yeah, I have an inkling about what it might be about, at least. Okay, that's the fourth book. And let's see which book is going to be the fifth one. Oh, another Sword Heart by T. Kingfisher. Oh, T. Kingfisher is a great author. I love T. Kingfisher. I read What Moves the Dead and absolutely adored that one. So I'm pretty certain I will like Sword Heart as well. And okay, those are the 5 books I drew out of this bowl. And can I hold them all into the camera? I will hold it like that. Interestingly, I chose a lot of pink ones. That's interesting. I'm very curious about all of them. I don't know a lot about any of them, but yeah, we'll find out what they are about. Thank you so much for giving me all those recommendations. Most of them I got via Goodreads and on my Instagram. So thank you all so much for giving me recommendations every year and making it really interesting. I never know what I'm going to draw out of that bowl, but so far all the books I read that landed on my to-be reads, which were recommendations from you, were really great and a surprise. So there's that. And well, I guess this is it. We're at the ending of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I would really love to hear what you are reading in February and which kind of books made it on your to-be read. Are you going to read a romance as well? Do you celebrate Valentine's Day, or is it just another day like any other day? I would really love to hear your thoughts. I would love to hear what you have to say about the Atlas 6 and about the Charm Offensive. Did you read those 2 books? And if yes, please share your thoughts in the comments down below. I really love to hear opinions and I love to reply to comments, as you all know. Well, and I guess that's it. We are really at the ending of my video now, and there's nothing left to say except of take care, stay healthy and safe, and see you around the next time. Bye!